So today I'm going to be talking about the importance of play, and especially play-based learning for infants and toddlers. So a lot of people think that in order to teach your children, you have to sit down and do flashcards and get lots of books and do all kinds of things that are making them work. And kids are not meant to work when they're that little. They are meant to play. They learn from play, and so it's super, super important. So some examples I wanted to give you are just how important it is to kind of just expand on what they're already doing while they're playing. So you don't necessarily have to take new objects to them to get their attention. If they're focused on something, if they're interested in a toy, go to them. Use their toys, use what they're interested in, and just expand on what they're doing. So it's a very simple technique called expansion that basically takes what a child is already doing and reinforcing them for that while also expanding on it. So an example I'm going to give, I have a little puzzle. And so this is a very simple puzzle. You can use any type of puzzle, but this one's very simple for really little kids. You can see we have some animals here. So you might have a kiddo who kind of points and either says, woof woof when they see the dog, or points and says cat. And so I'm going to say, oh good, that's right, that's a cat. That cat is walking. And then I might, point to the dog and say, what is the dog doing? And they might say, dog. And you say, yeah, that's a dog. He's running. Look, what's this one? That's a fish. And if they say, fish, you can say, oh yeah, that fish is swimming. So I'm taking what they're doing, I'm not correcting them, but I'm just kind of expanding on what they're already doing to try to kind of build on that, because the more you do something, the more they're likely to imitate it. They're going to try to do what you're doing and even apply it to other things. So I'm not even getting in there and trying to say, you say this, I'm just doing it. And they're going to do things that you're doing because they want to be like you and they want to be able to communicate with you. So it's a very simple way. You can do that with puzzles and books and anything that they're actually touching. The other example that I wanted to use was just pretend play. Pretend play is super, super important. We have here kind of a fancy little market, but a lot of kids have, a toy kitchen or toy food. And they're going to want to pretend with you. That's what they do. That's how they learn. So, if your kiddo is playing with a toy kitchen or anything, this is just kind of random things. If they, have a little cup, you can, pretend to drink from it. If they hand it to you, make noises, make sounds with them, make all the sounds that you don't really want kids to do when they're eating. But, that's just a funny example. And then you might say, oh, what else can you find? And they might give you that. And you say, yeah, that's a banana. That's good. And, they might say, oh, eat it. And then you want to add that to it. Yeah, let's eat the banana. So everything we're doing is expanding on what they're already doing. They're getting lots of feedback from that, and they're really just learning and watching and playing, and that's really how they learn. They love to play. So you don't have to do anything complicated. It's nothing, you don't have to overthink it. You don't have to buy expensive games or watch Dora or programming that's supposed to teach children. Children learn from playing with you. And you don't have to go too crazy. Just play with them and they'll learn.